Hi, this is Owen. This is Sam and Justice, and we'll be discussing Site 4.
Our major problem is a section of 90-degree bank, but there are still some minor problems, such as low amounts of overhanging vegetation, an eroded fisherman path, low numbers of dead spaces, low flow, shallow water, and a widening of the creek.
If you scroll down on our page, you'll see our major problem, which is the section of 90-degree bank, and it's pretty terrible. These banks contribute to a couple of things. They erode during high water events, and that widens the creek. Widening the creek lowers flow, and that erosion deposits a lot of silt into that creek. And all that material that's eroding off of there creates excessive siltation that chokes out spawning grounds for trout and covers food sources for fish. So to improve this section, we suggested a couple of things. The first was laying back the bank to a 4-to-1. The second was a layer of rocks along the bottom of the bank. And finally, on the upper sections of the bank, planting dogwoods and willows and just bioengineering to hold that soil so it doesn't erode further.
And another problem you won't see in Archie Coulter, but you might see in our Catfish watershed, is channelization. Channelization is the straightening of creeks to be used for drains so that you can move more water off the land for farming. Channelization is necessary, so really there's no solution. An important thing to keep in mind is that when maintaining channels, you need to mitigate the impact of the maintenance by picking a time where there's the least fish that are going to be using the channel, so the dead of summer.
Another problem that you may see out there is livestock in waterways. Livestock getting into waterways is an issue for several reasons. Livestock trample vegetation, and this can cause erosion. Livestock also nutrient overload waterways with their waste. This can cause problems with algae blooms downstream and in the lake. Animal waste is also a pollutant that lowers water quality.
Waterways are being damaged by human actions, which is putting species like trout at risk because they rely on the streams for spawning. It is important that we take time to care for our waterways because they supply us with clean water, great fishing, and just some of the most beautiful places in Ontario. ELP has been working with Catfish Creek Conservation Authority to evaluate the conditions of our streams and create plans to rehabilitate problematic areas that students observed.
So as you can see, our section has a couple of problems ranging from more minor ones, like there isn't as much stream cover as we would like, and some more major ones like that 90-degree section of bank, but it's important that we take time to evaluate and fix the issues in our streams and creeks to ensure that our aquatic ecosystems are healthy and productive for future generations.